What's up, YouTubes? It's the Realist, and I wanted to first apologize for how long it took me to put this video up, and I haven't posted an actual video in a while, in a couple days. It's because I tried several times. It's too noisy in my house, and then today I just simply slept all day, and I just haven't had the have been busy with other things, and but I'm gonna put this video up out tonight, and hopefully try to get another one out tonight. I'm not sure about that yet, though, but I'm gonna try. And anyways, this video is on the truth behind fake people. There are so many fake people in the world today, and it's kind of scary that some people be pushed towards these kinds of things. And we often get very angry at these people for being so fake, and why can't they just be themselves? And there's a lot of damage that can cause a person to be to do these kinds of things, and we oftentimes don't look at that, the reason why they would do it. And it's usually caused by three big things for people to be like this. They have some sort of inner need for social dominance. They have a need to be accepted no matter what, and just simple immaturity and ignorance. Um, Social dominance is usually caused by someone getting the feeling of losing control of some aspect of their life. Now, this can usually be their family, job, school, or sometimes past damages, even. There's other things, but I'm going to cover those topics. When someone feels the loss of control in their family, can be caused by their family arguing with their family a lot, or argue or being rude or snide to their family because of their own stresses, their family not talking to them anymore, feeling separation. And these feelings would cause somebody to just want to be very dominant outside, so they can make sure that that control stays amongst their friends, so they don't have to go through the things that they're dealing with their family, with their friends. In work, when somebody gets corrected a lot at work, and they get corrected openly in front of their coworkers, and it feels belittling to them, they need to they need to feel that power again of being on top, because they get so knocked so far down at work. So when they're amongst their friends or in social situations, they need to feel on top and dominant to make up for how they're belittled at work. And then past damages can be an effect on this, and the fact that someone's abused sometimes, and you know and when they're abused, they sometimes think that they're being abused because they're not good enough, and they're being abused because um they're not what they should be. So they think that they need to be very socially dominant to be what they need to be, so they don't receive the abuse anymore. They feel like they got to make up for themselves, be better, and so they're dominant and try to be the alpha person. And the next is the feeling of being accepted. That they'll the need to do anything to be accepted in society, and different organizations, anywhere, amongst people. And this usually stems from some form of self-hatred, being neglected and ignored, or abuse. Self-hatred is usually comes from when somebody is insulted and humiliated and berated nonstop. Sometimes they'll begin to look at why this is happening. Now, sometimes it's a trait of their body, like they may be obese, or they might have a larger nose, or they may have big ears or weird hair, or sometimes they fall into one of the cliques that are socially outcasted, like geeks, emos, goths, art kids, drama kids. I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with the social cliques in today's society, because I've shut myself out of it because it's dumb and I've grown tired of it. But they'll begin to hate that part of themselves, and they'll do anything they can to change it, to stop the constant insults and attacks on them, and they just want it to stop, so they just change. And and then everybody accepts them and they feel happy, and they've hidden the fact of who they really are, and then they become unhappy because they're not expressing themselves the way they need to. But it can also be caused, and then being neglected and ignored, it can cause that need of being accepted. And this is because they feel when they feel that they're not being good enough again, and they're being neglected by their friends and their family, and they're being ignored. And so they feel that if they can do everything they can to be a normal person, to be a normal person, I want to stress, um, that they feel if they can become that person, they'll be accepted again, and they won't be neglected and ignored anymore because they see all these other kids and people being around, having great relationships with their family, having great relationships with their friends and everything, and they just want to be like them. And they hope that if they're like them, they will have their kinds of connections with their friends and family and won't be neglected and ignored anymore. Abuse can sometimes cause the feeling to need to be accepted, which is it's the same concept as being neglected and ignored. They just see this abuse. They think that they're being abused because they're not good enough, like with social dominance. And they see all the people around them, and they just think that if they can be accepted by them and be like them, and they'll be good enough for the abuse to stop. And then there's immaturity and ignorance. Now, when someone's really immature or really ignorant, they severely lack the the ability to resist social Darwinism. And when if they were to realize that they could just be themselves, and if they could resist the social Darwinism, and not have to go through and be fake and everything, and they were just themselves, they would be even more happier and still prove to be superior in society, like they were to be, appear to be, and feel that way. But then they'd also realize that being accepted and superior in society is not what actually makes them happy. Being themselves is what makes them happy. So the next time you have a fake person around you and everything, and their 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 physicality begins to aggravate you, just take a stop, just take a second to think about why they may be being this way. Anyways, this is the realist, and rate, comment, subscribe. Uh, I'll try to put up another video tonight, and if I don't, I'm sorry, but um also spread the word, please. Get me out there. I'm getting I think I have 21 subs now. Thanks, guys. Every sub is appreciated. I love it. Um, but yeah. Have a good day, good night, whatever time it is around there, and later.